In this video, we're going to cover the new Breakout Rooms feature in Google Meet. Go ahead and start a Google Meet with your students already added to the room, and you should see in the top right corner this new icon that's a triangle, square, and circle that if you mouse over it is called the Activities menu. You'll see breakout rooms as well as polls and other new activities that they might add. We're going to start by covering breakout rooms. Click on breakout rooms and you'll see this interface where you can choose the number of rooms. So if I adjust that to 3, you'll see a new room has appeared. And if I adjust it down to 2, a room will disappear. You have an option to randomly generate groups. And this, if I click it, you'll notice is shuffling around the members every time I click the button. I can also hit clear to bring everyone back into the main room. If I want to manually assign users from one group to another group, I just take this name right here, this Robert Meeker that I want to move, left click and drag into Breakout 1. And if I want them to be paired with 23 test, I left click and drag them in there. And again, it's just a left click and a drag on whoever you want to move into a specific breakout room. You can also rename them by just clicking into the box and typing, and they will see that meeting name. When you've got everything set up the way you want it to be, go ahead and hit the Create button. You'll get this pop-up that'll tell every user that they are joining a breakout room. They'll see that, in this case, I'm joining the Not As Cool Kids Club, but I can return to the main room at any time. I'll go ahead and hit Join, and what I want you to see, I've now joined the Not As Cool Kids Club, and this is treated basically as its own instance of Google Meet. Now that it's finished loading, I can see that I'm the only one who's joined into this breakout room. And if I go back to my Activities menu, if I go back into the breakout rooms on my Activity menu, you can see the loading icons for 23, 25, and the other copy of myself. This means that they are still sitting at the prompt for joining the breakout room. If I bring one of these other sessions over, you can see it is sitting at the prompt, and they must click the Join button in order to join that breakout room. Once they do that, you'll see they are joining the Not As Cool Kids Club. At any time, if you need to leave a breakout room, you can hit the Leave button under the activities in the breakout room, or you as the teacher can either edit or end the breakout rooms. Going to edit breakout rooms allows you to move kids from one breakout room to another. Once you've moved the kid, just hit save. That student will now get a pop-up on their screen telling them to join the new breakout room. If the student instead hits cancel, you'll see that this student is still in the meeting, but they will have a banner at the top of their screen that says invited to the breakout room, and they can just click join at the top of their screen at any time. Additionally, if a student is done, at any point in time, they can go ahead and hit return to main room to leave a breakout room. Once you're all done, just hit end breakout rooms, confirm it, and this will send all users back to the main room. It will give them a notice saying that they're returning to the main room, and they will have to click that button to go back to the main room. Now that we have everyone back in the main room, this is a good time to look at polls. If we return to our Activities menu, we can go ahead and do polls and start a poll. So if, for example, I want to know, what do you want for lunch? I can choose pizza or ice cream. I can save the poll if I want to use it later. When I've saved a poll, I can either edit it if I need to make a change, or I can launch it immediately. You should also note that you can choose whether or not everyone is allowed to see the results of the poll. In this case, I'll go ahead and launch the poll, and then I'll bring our student view back up, and the student can then click on Activities, and they'll see a little green dot next to polls indicating a poll is running. This student's going to choose that they want pizza for lunch, and you can see that they voted now. Back in my teacher view, I can see that I have one vote for pizza. At any time, I can end the poll. It is worth noting that even though I've gone ahead and voted as all of my students, the poll has not officially been ended, and you can see that the poll is still live. If you click the box to show everyone results, then your students will be able to see what the results of the poll were. That pretty much concludes everything for this video. Just keep in mind with breakout rooms, they will need to click either the join or return to meeting button to move to and from breakout rooms respectively. In addition, with polls, make sure that you actually launch the poll and you can see the live indicator showing you that the poll is visible to your students. If you do not see any of these options, these are part of a paid enterprise license that the district has shelled out for. So if you do not see any of these features, that might mean that we didn't assign a license to your account. If you believe this is an error, feel free to open a support ticket requesting an enterprise license, and we'll assign one to you if appropriate. By default, these are assigned to teaching staff, so anyone on the certified mailing list will have one of these licenses assigned. In addition, our administrators have one of these licenses assigned as well. If you don't see these features, and you believe you should have an enterprise license assigned, let us know and we can check whether or not there's one applied to your account already, and if appropriate, issue you a license. As always, if you have any other general questions, feel free to reach out to us via opening a support ticket at support@springfield-schools.org or under the computer support ticket system in your Springfield Schools bookmarks. Thanks and have a good rest of your day.